This is Jordan Tower with JT News. Make sure you smash that like button, smash that subscribe, and let's get right into the news. All right, so we're talking about Chris Brown, okay? These guys stepped to him in the club, I guess, some TikTokers, and they were trying to get into a little fight with him, right? Big mistake, bro. Like, this guy can do backflips. You don't get into it with someone who can do backflips, okay? Let's be honest here, okay? This guy will fly kick you in the face. So he even responded in the comments, right? And he said, you tucked your tail. You was scared to come outside. You would have been doing TikToks from a hospital bed. Yo, that makes sense. I would not want to. You would better not, bro. Chris Brown will turn up on you. Okay, he will fight you. That's a fact. Now, next we got. Should we get into this? Well, let's get into before we get into that one, because that's going to be a ramble. Rich the Kid. Shout out to Bootleg Kev. I put that picture in there for a reason, because I wanted, him to get his credit. Go check out the full interview with Rich the Kid on Bootleg Kev's podcast. Okay, but very interesting. He said, I was signed to TDE when I did that record with Kendrick. I signed through TDE to get on Interscope. That's why he had the record with Kendrick. There's always more to this music industry than you can see. Things don't just work out of nowhere, okay? Trinidad James, for example. He was signed to Def Jam when the Gold song picked up. He pretended he wasn't signed, but he was signed already to Def Jam. He had a deal. So that's why that record was working. That's why it was working. This happens in a lot of instances where you think the artist is just organically getting a buzz. They usually have a machine behind them and they have money behind them, okay? After this, Rich the Kid did very well on Interscope because he had that TDE relationship with Interscope. TDE has a lot of artists pumping through Interscope, okay? So he had that leverage. That's why Rich the Kid isn't so big now, I think. He doesn't have that leverage right now, I don't think. I think he's more indie. His last big song was Plug Walk, correct? I like Rich the Kid. I mean, I'm not trying to downplay him. I'm just saying there's always something deeper in the music industry. Joe Budden is so funny for calling out Michael B. Jordan. I'm sick of people being hypocrites. Joe Budden he conveniently goes against females and protects females when he can get clicks, okay? Michael B. Jordan was on the red carpet. Some girl said something to him. He knew the girl. The girl called him, or maybe it had been on a podcast where he was called corny. He thought she had called him corny before. So he said, so I'm not corny anymore? What? Of course. Why wouldn't he say that? Okay, this guy has a lot of money. I mean, not even that he has a lot of money. Michael B. Jordan is Michael B. Jordan now. He's not the corny kid anymore from school, okay? Whatever the girl said. So to go back and say, he was corny in school, right? And then he got called out. I thought that was funny. It is funny. Joe Budden would do that same thing. He is that type of guy. This is the type of guy, I don't care what anybody says, that's old and all that. This is the type of guy that, this always comes up with him because this is who he is, would put paws on a woman. None of his relationships work. None of them. Okay? None of his relationships work. He was accused of sexual harassment on his own podcast network. He had an ex-podcaster, Marissa Mendez, where he went off publicly on, even went up to Hot 97 and went off publicly on there, right? He goes off on women often. Vivica Fox for disrespecting him. He beat ex-girlfriends. Don't go off on Michael B. Jordan for something. If you are guilty of similar things, don't go pointing the finger at somebody else. That That's corny. How about that? I'm just being honest. Joe Budden, he's doing well, and all, I don't care about that. I'm just saying that's corny. Okay? That's corny. It's the truth. I'm sick of people doing that, acting like they're angels out here. I don't think what Michael B. Jordan did was corny. I thought the girl deserved to be in a difficult position. It wasn't like he totally deaded her. He still gave her a little interview and everything. Okay? It was actually that might help her. He gave her a moment. Some people need that moment to go do something else. I think he actually helped her in that situation, to be honest with you. He could have not acknowledged her and kept moving. This is Jordan Tower with JT News. I appreciate you guys, and I'll check you guys in the next one. Peace.